Hello everybody, and welcome to more Aria of Sorrow. Today, I'm doing post-commentary for a Julius run, which is a pseudo speedrun. I say pseudo speedrun because, well, I'm not very good at this, and I make a lot of, I take a lot of wrong turns. As well, I'm playing this on hard mode, which is not usually how the game is speedrun, but whatever. I still get a decent time, and yeah, there's a lot to talk about Julius. You get his boss theme instead of the Castle Corridor theme, which is awesome. But you see me doing single kicks all the time. This is a speed tactic to go way faster than usual. Julius has all his abilities unlocked from the start. He has his iconic Vampire Killer Whip, and he has sub-weapons. His abilities are a little bit different than Soma's. His backdash, as you can see here, is fully invincible, and his double jump lets him do a jump kick on the first jump. Also, every time you get one of these orbs, you get plus 20 or maybe 25 to all of your stats. So these are very important, and we're going to be taking a specific route through the castle so we can get a specific exploit off that gives us more power than we should have maximum. Basically, each time you kill a boss, you can get more power for Julius, more stats, and he's already overpowered since all his attacks are holy element, but you can make him stronger, which I kinda need to do on hard mode. Anyway, you can do that by getting all the boss orbs. You're free to go to the final boss already, but you know, if you go in there level 1, you're gonna get your ass beat. But yeah, he also has the hippogriff ability of being able to jump infinitely in midair, but he also does an uppercut with it, which is great. But yeah, now we're heading to Manticore. I've done this a few times, so I kind of know where I'm going in these few early areas, but not fully throughout the castle. You'll see me mess up my directions a bit more later, but we'll get to that. Yeah. So Manticore, I'm gonna explain this before we actually get to the boss fight. Basically, you need 12 or 13 hits, depending on how you fight him, to kill him in this specific order. And if you land the final hit when he swipes his tail down, you'll get to kill him twice, essentially. It's like a specific timing to do it, but you can get it, and it's pretty easy to pull off. I did it my first try when I first learned of it. And yeah, if you land that trick, you get 2 boss orbs, meaning an extra 20 to all of your stats that you're not meant to have. That's fucking awesome, because it makes this already overpowered character even stronger. You see, Julius is the perfect example of unlocking a boss character and it feeling like a boss character. By the way, throughout this run I'll be playing a little more careful instead of fast. Again, I'm not a great speedrunner. I'm just okay. So yeah, just slap him a few times. And now I wait and bait out the tail swipe. I'm on my final hit, I think. Okay, next to final hit, that's fine. I think I take a little bit too long to get the tail swipe, but I should be able to land it here. Yep, there you go. You can tell you got the trick if there's too many of those orbs swirling, and when you level up, you pause twice. But yeah, now we're way stronger than we used to be. And if I sound a little rushed, well, I'm trying to keep up with the speed of gameplay, but we know all the basic mechanics now. We're just going to traverse the castle for a bit, so I can talk a little more in depth about Julius. Julius is an awesome character, honestly. He turns this game around on its head. I think the world record for this speedrun on normal mode is 11 minutes, which is insane. I managed to, he's so powerful. On my third run, this is my third run, because one I got near the end and completed, and one I had to reset because I didn't get the exploit off. On my third run on hard mode, I beat the game in 30 minutes. That's insane. Again, he has an invincible backstep, which is actually a forward step, and it just is fully invincible, and you can chain them if you time it right. He has a super fast slide that does a ton of damage. He can traverse the entire castle as soon as he starts. If you have the right route, here I get lost a little bit. You're just supposed to go up anyway. If you have a ironed out route, you can go through the game insanely fast. Also, all his attacks are holy element, and his sub-weapons are really strong too. We'll get to the sub-weapons when you get to some of the later bosses. You have the classic cross, and you have the final cross from that boss fight, which does a ton of damage and is fully invincible. The cross can hit multiple times at correct ranges and twice at any other range. And we're just here for this boss orb. I'm doing an all bosses run, so yeah. Anyways, you also have an axe, which does a lot of damage, and a holy water, which is admittedly underpowered in this game. But that's fine, you have enough to play with it as it is. But yeah, again, I kinda have a slower pace than one would usually have doing a quote-unquote speedrun. That's why I call this a pseudo speedrun. I'm not very good at this, and also I have to play careful since I suck and I'm playing on hard mode. But yeah, now we get to just chill out and watch the rest of the run unfold. Oh yeah, check this out. That's funny. But yeah, top level Julius plays beautiful. Basically, they're always getting those small speed increases everywhere, and it's insane. Seeing someone play a super fast Julius run is a work of art. And again, I'm just playing this on hard mode just because I played the entire game on hard mode, and Julius is kind of strong enough to take care of hard mode. That, and you know, like, I feel like I should give him hard mode, otherwise it breeze through easy mode. I mean normal mode. Might as well be easy mode. But yeah, now we can teleport back here, and I think next I go for the dance hall. I don't know if that's actually the correct order of things. I've seen people head to Clock Tower now, but I can't take on death this early. I might be wrong about that though. Again, I'm not really involved in the speedrunning community for this game. Check out Jupiter Climb, best fucking Castlevania content creator I've ever seen. The guy's awesome, his streams are awesome, his skills are insane, and he's just generally nice. So give him a look if you want. He scratched that Castlevania itch I've always had. I wish he would play more classic Castlevanias though, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let's talk more about that, like, single jump kick. It's the fastest way to move around as Julius, and each time you do it you save 0.2 seconds, because that's how, like, it makes you 20% faster if you keep doing it, I think. And that means every 5 successful ones you save a second, which is awesome. The thing is though, it's a little bit hard, at least for me. We're going for Rock Golem first. It's a little bit hard for me because you gotta do a very quick jump, then an angled same input. And my controller is a bit sticky for some reason. Don't know why. Either way, yeah, that was nice. It's different from Soma's dive kick because Soma can only dive kick off of his second jump. Anyways, here's how strong Julius is. You can melt most bosses like this if you're good enough. I'm not. But I didn't even have to move there. That's fine. Now we're off to Headhuntress. Headhuntress is an alright boss. Again, Soma struggles with these guys way more than Julius, just on the sole fact of how much, like, power difference there is. Julius just kind of shreds people. As you can see, we're already in the triple digit range. Especially since we have a double upgrade from Manticore. This is an area I get lost in quite often. I don't know why. I lose some time just walking around here, not knowing where to go. Like, I think I go up from here. You're meant to go forward. Yeah. And then I just, like, go through this room like, wait, I'm going the wrong way. I'll go back. I get hit a bunch, losing more time. And then after I get here, I think I also go the wrong way. Yeah. Fucking suck at this. And then I'm back over here. This is embarrassing. That's fine. Not really competing for anything. I mainly want to make this as like some of the side content that I said I'd get to, the extra content, because Julius mode is another gameplay mode of Aria of Sorrow, and I said I want to show everything off in the game, so it kind of fits. Also, it was a fun little experiment trying to go as fast as I can and just like nail this, because like, again, I have very little practice. I might be decent at this game, but like on a casual level, not on a professional level, and I still beat an entire game in 30 minutes, which technically counts as a speedrun. And I keep going the wrong way, that's fine. But yeah, let's talk more about Julius's regular attacks. We already talked a little about the sub-weapons, and we'll go into more detail as they show up if I can. But his regular attack is this whip, and this whip animation is pretty quick compared to most classic Castlevania protagonists. And it's Holy Element, does a ton of damage. It's usually your strongest like single target attack aside from the axe. And to supplement it, you have different trajectory sub-weapons, which are staples of classic Vanias. You have the cross, which hits 2 times, it goes forwards and backwards, and if you hit it just right, you can hit 3 times. The axe, which goes in an upwards arc like the bone soul, for those who haven't played classic Vanias, and that one does the most damage for Julius. You have Holy Water, which runs across the ground like Bifron or Bifron. I don't think it's too useful in this game or in this run in general. There's no real situation where it's preferable to the other two. And then there's Grand Cross, which is that super attack. Makes you completely invincible, does a ton of damage. It's great. Another thing about Julius mode though is, for narrative reasons, you don't get to fight Chaos or go into the Chaos realm. And you can't ever unlock that one gate in the Hanging Gardens where you access the Chaos realm. Sadly, the one drawback I can think of Julius mode is the run ends at Graham. Granted, I think Graham has the highest defense for Julius. Also, now that we're in top floor, which is usually something you just pass through on your first run, we're gonna go up here and unlock teleport. Also, nice final guard, just go through him. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead over here and go unlock the teleport room or the warp room, so we can, as soon as we're done like killing all the bosses in the run, we can just like go up to Graham. And I also forget where the fucking warp room is. I go in here and then I'm like, oh wait, this is where I died last time. I'm going the wrong way. And then I think it's here, but it's not here. It's the one below it. Yeah, that kind of stuff I guess you just gain through repetition. I think now I head to, or at least try to head to the clock tower. But I think I also lose track of where I'm going and I go the wrong way. We'll see. A lot of time in this run is just lost to that, and bad combat. Yeah, I go this way, this takes you to the underground reservoir, which isn't good, so back through a loading screen I go. Yeah, I really hope no actual speedrunner checks this out. So, and yep, gone the wrong way again, but I took that chance to restock a little bit. Mind you, I don't save the game until I get to Graham, just because last time I died in the top floor and I didn't want that to repeat, even at expense of speed. I was just like, I'm saving the game. So now we're going to head to Clock Tower to get rid of death. There is a better way, like there is a better route, I just haven't researched it and I didn't find any easy to access resources, so I was just like, nah, figure it out as I go. Not like I'm going for a world record here, I think. My movement is all off, my routing is all off, I keep jumping here for some reason. But you know, this was a really fun thing to try out, and maybe it's because I played like a bunch of technical games, I didn't have too much trouble getting used to the faster playstyle of Julius. Again, not like I'm at fucking world champion levels. By this time in the video, I think the world record has been over, it's like 11 minutes or something. Not sure about that though. You could go look it up. I definitely recommend you do it. And the like tool assisted speedruns or tasks for this run is fucking insane. I don't know how much time you actually save by playing on normal, because for playthrough reasons I just am doing this on hard. Don't know what the difference is. I do know that everything is way more bulky here though, and that includes the bosses. To be expected, I suppose. Clock Tower is still annoying, even as Julius. A lot of times when you're trying to ascend these rooms on your way back, you'll be like bumping into spikes and enemies above you. It's annoying. Oh, one more thing I should mention. When I said Julius has all of his abilities from the start, from the get-go, that includes the Hippogriff high jump, the double jump, the slide, and Skula, and not Undyne. He can swim, he can't walk on water. He's not Jesus, I guess. But yeah, here's the power of a fucking Belmont, like the strongest Belmont ever, just shredding Dracula's castle to pieces. Oh yeah, you can just skip this guy like this. So now we're getting up to death, and I think death is the fight I struggle most against again, like in this game in general, but even in this run. Last time I beat him on like 40 HP. But yeah, same as the regular fight, Soma, you just have different toolset to play with. Granted, like, Julius, unless you're using Soma's best kits, Julius is fucking busted. Though, another thing about Julius that I just remembered to bring up, we're gonna use Final Cross here. Or Grand Cross, sorry, that's his name. Not Final Cross, I don't know why I keep calling it that. Another thing about Julius is that he can't access any features from the menu. He can't like go through items to use potions, he can't equip items, he can't change souls or anything like that. And also he only levels up by picking up boss orbs. The only thing that might be an issue with is the fact that Julius can't really like recover HP mid-fight. That's why restocking at a save station or like a save room is so important. Alright, now if you're keeping count, we're only missing, I think, Legion and Balor. And this is like, I think where I'm missing something in the route. Oh, I think I know what I should have done. You know what? I just figured this out, but it's too late since I'm through the run. In my stupidity, I go back through the water path, through the Hanging Gardens, back into the underground reservoir. When you go up to top floor, you're meant to open the shortcut with the bowling ball, or like the wrecking ball. And if you open that up, you can just leave from the clock tower to the teleporter, kill those two, then back up to top floor. Well, told you I had routing issues. That's fine. This is mainly just to show off the mode. But hey, it's fun to speedrun. So yeah, here's a bunch of essentially dead footage that you would never see in an actual run of me backtracking like a moron. That's fine. And you get an extra screen this way too. Oh yeah, the little void door down there, it won't open ever. Oh yeah, Julius also has better movement speed. He runs faster than Soma does. You know, if Soma has Black Panther, Julius can't catch up, but then again, Julius by now would be done with the run for most like decent runs. Though I think the any percent run for Soma mode is very close, like it's maybe 3 minutes late or something. Actually no, I think I've seen someone beat it in, I think Jupiter Climb beat it in 12 minutes. That's fucking insane. There's a lot of movement tech with Soma that's a little harder to do in my opinion than like Julius. Oh yeah, this fucking jump sucks. I hate this jump. And I got status affected. What fun. Also, not being able to switch to Undyne means you can't float up water, but then again, that's kind of slow anyway. But if you don't care about speed, it's much more convenient to throw that on as Soma. I also get turned around here. Usually I don't. Somehow I just like know my way around this area, but in this specific run, I get turned around. I might, not sure. Might try to go for a better time in the future, but I don't think I will anytime soon. Just fucking it up completely. Actually, I went back to like restock, but still, that was a bad fucking move. If you can help it, you use that like front or back dash or whatever you want to call it as little as possible, because as useful as it is slower than any other movement Julius can do. In some, I got the wrong way here, and then I see, hey, I never saw this horse in my previous run. I just went back. Anyway, In some cases, like, the dash is to be used for speed, like getting uh, past an enemy that you can't just damage boost or kill quick enough. Stuff like this, super useful, but I think you can get through those in other methods. Eh, again, unpracticed, so I wouldn't know. But if you have played this game and you beat it once, you can just play Julius mode, and I do recommend it. It's a lot of fun to just go through this, like, regardless of what speed or skill level you have, because Julius is a lot of fun to play on his own. And I'm always a fan of like classic Vania type gameplay, and this is like an evolution of that, because you have a better environment and a better toolset with a general like classic Vania toolkit. Not movement-wise, of course. In classic Vania, you kind of jump and move like a rock. But like, I mean the weapon list. Because seeing all these combat situations from like a Belmont's perspective is pretty interesting. Granted, this is the most busted a Belmont has been, I think. Too bad they nerfed him in the sequel. I haven't played the sequel, but I just heard they nerfed him. I've seen people play it, but, you know, like watching someone blaze through a game isn't the same as taking your own time to explore it. Anyway, Legion here is really easy. You just do this a couple of times. You can't actually get a soul, so if you can just kill the core without the rest of it, there's no drawback. Here I get debated thinking the boss orb drops from that guy. But no, it's all the way over here. And now all that's left is Balor and the final boss. And there you go, wasting some time there, no problem. I'll have to like get an actual timer of how long I played this, because I don't actually know what my final time is, though I'd like to see. Don't think I'll edit a timer on or anything like that, but probably just like post it at the end somewhere through text, since I don't know the time now, which means I can't fucking mention it in the commentary. Anyways, here's the arena. Here, the first room is a little bit of a mess, but it always is. Usually I walk in here with the claim and just tear it up, but you don't have that kind of coverage with Julius unless you use Grand Cross, and that just kind of puts you in place. You gotta grab this teleporter. I guess you don't need to grab it since you're coming back this way anyway. But I try to play careful here, since usually I end up with very low health in this area, because again, I suck at this. And one time I got really close to dying, which wasn't fun. I was kind of upset that I had to repeat the run. The original plan was I scrapped the fact, like the attempt of a speedrun, and just like cut away after the death and come back to where I was, but I ended up re-recording the whole run and I got a faster time anyway, which is great. Anyways, here's Balor. Balor's pretty simple. The first phase is played essentially the same, and I still suck at fighting Balor, so bit of a problem. But the second phase has some cool strats that Julius can do, because his dive kick and his like uppercut with the super jump, they do a ton damage, and that makes phase 2 a lot of fun, because you can do a couple strats that look and feel pretty cool. Oh yeah, I just gotta slap his eye for a second, and here you go. So you can just uppercut the eye like this, or you could just start dive kicking it. And after a while he just dies. That's awesome. Of course, with Soma you still have a lot of cool strats you could do. Like you could Medusa it, you could do the dive kick, or you could figure out any weird setup with souls and weapons, since Soma has a lot to choose from. Well, you know, Julie's strats, very good. He's back through here. We can now teleport to the top floor and just take care of Graham. Now, my Graham fight sucked on this fight, honestly. I always struggle against Graham with this, mostly because, again, he doesn't get melted like most bosses, and I'm playing on hard, but also because I just kind of, like, I can't duck and weave like most good players can. Um, he kind of like throws me for a loop, where like I keep dodging too much just trying to stay alive. I also take my time to be careful here and kill these two succubi in this room, because last time they killed me. Since they can grab you and do a ton of damage. I don't think it would be an issue on like normal mode, but it is an issue here. And again, I go the wrong way, misplacing where the save room is. But that wrecking ball is what you're meant to open and then go on to killing death. That's fine. And I go the wrong way again. Eh. Hey, sword guy. Can it be improved? Yes. Will it be improved? Probably not soon. Anyways, just gotta slap the hell out of Fakula over here. Fighting like Stankula. It's kind of fitting that this ends up being your final boss, considering this guy is meant to be like a Dracula copycat, unlike Chaos, but you know. I wish there was a way to fight Chaos as Julius. But as far as I know, there isn't. And even the other extra mode they have doesn't include Chaos, because I guess he's supposed to be sort of a secret boss. True ending, secret boss, same thing. Anyways, you just jump up and hit his head a bunch of times. Eventually he gets to this phase. There's no soul, like specific soul equipment you have to equip here, you just gotta slap him. I'm saving my Grand Cross MP for second phase, because I want to do as much damage to that as I can. And I think Julius recovers MP super slow. You can do up to 3 per MP bar. Just start pumping these out. Yeah, as I told you before, it's fully invincible as soon as it starts. But yeah, now I'm all out, and this is where I start really sucking. I take a lot of unnecessary hits, and that puts me at very low HP. I'm now in 1 hit range, which made me play even slower just to ensure I don't die. I take really slow shots. He's near death anyway, but you know, didn't want to die myself. Still weird how grotesque this thing is, but yeah, there's the run, and I'll throw text on here of how how I did time-wise. Oh, there's your ending screen. No dialogue or anything. That's fine. I'll throw my time up there. I'll like time it through editing and post it in text, and yeah, that's Julius mode, and that's some some spicy content for you. I implore you to give this a shot yourself, especially the Manticore trick, super easy to pull. Speedrunning this, simple to get into, difficult to master obviously, but honestly it's a lot of fun even if you don't get a good time. Just doing all the cool Julius movement and tricks feels super fluid. It's one of the most like fun movement techniques, and I've had to like I've got to try in any 2D platformer of all time. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Give it a go if you want. Also, like, the whole thing about Julius mode is you don't really have to explore that much other than just finding a route to hit all your checklists, essentially. Since he can't pick up items, that means going in most rooms that are there just for items or souls or something like that is pointless. And yeah. See you next time, where we show off the boss rush mode, and by that I mean show it off once and then talk about the rewards you get from it. But yeah, that's Castlevania Aria of Sorrow's Julius mode. Ton of fun. Good stuff. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you didn't like it. See you around next time.